I always asked advice. I always asked for help.
What was your nickname at school? That's from Sue.
I think I had lots, really. The obvious things like Mabel and Maisie and
Right, of course, yeah.
And I was called Brimey. Actually, the one I was most often called was Brimey because it was the name of a box of matches.
Yeah.
And you can still get them, I think. I don't know. Maybe you can. Somebody said banana fingers, but really that's the name that I used for one of my friends who was called Wooly. He had these ridiculously prehensile fingers, and that wasn't applied to me so much, although it's been quoted in the past.
So not banana fingers.
I was also called You by some
teachers.
people. Yeah.
Is there any chance of... Is there any chance... Someone's trying to get the direct chat now. Is there any chance of playing a little bit of Nothing But Blue?
Ooh, I haven't done it for ages. Is that enough?
By the way, I should just say this is the Brian May live webcast and chat on Virgin Net, and I'm very pleased to have you in here, Brian. And Volker is pleased to talk to you to have a one-to-one as well. This is Volker from Germany here. Great show yesterday. Was that the Virgin Radio thing?
Oh, maybe it was in Germany. Are you in Germany?
Yeah.
That was with Thomas. Thomas
right.
Gottschalk.
Right.
Thank you very much. We had a ball. We really enjoyed ourselves. Yeah.
I would like to know what you were doing all day. I mean, normal people are going to work or school during the day or doing their housework. Could you describe a usual Brian May day?
It's an interesting question. My days are very chaotic. I mean, at the moment, a typical Brian May day is doing this. Talking to people like this chap, or else doing things for TV or radio. But that's what I've chosen to do for this couple of months.
Mm.
The reason I'm doing it now is because I don't want to do it on tour. But I think if you try and do promotion and talking on tour, you end up with no voice.
Yeah.
There isn't really a typical day. When I'm in the studio, it's chaos. I mean, the phone will go all day. I will be worrying about where my kids are and what they're doing. I will be worrying about what my lady is doing and where she is and what she's up to. I will be worrying about a million things connected with Queen or the business side.
Yeah.
And about 11 o'clock at night, the phone will stop ringing and we'll make some music. If I can, I try to have time to go for a walk. Sometimes we'll go for a walk. Sometimes we'll go swimming. I like swimming. But normally there isn't time. The day just kind of goes by and suddenly I see the sun setting and I think, God, I didn't get out there for another day. I love being out in the garden. I would like to spend more time digging. But it's a pretty busy kind of life, and I suppose I'm lucky that I am busy. If I'm not busy, I worry.
Yeah.
I get depressed. So it's probably better.
Okay, Anthony from Parlophone has told us you've got 5 minutes, Brian, so we'll...
PRS, Brian.
The entire country of Brazil has asked you a question.
Wow.
By the way, just a correction. I think it was transcribed as Brian May was a boxer at the time. It's a box of matches. It's a brand of matches. Okay. Brazil says, Brian, do you play guitar in the bathroom? I suppose you play anyway, don't you?
No, I don't. Because in the bathroom, your fingers get soft.
Ah.
No, it's a bit of a problem on tour, actually. You can't wash on tour, At least you have to be careful about it,
Excellent, what a revelation.
Yeah, see,
So
you don't realise these things.
Guitarists don't wash on tour.
Well, I think Eric Clapton's talked about this. If you do a lot of swimming on tour, your fingers get soft, and then you're really in trouble. Everything depends on these couple of millimetres on the end of your fingers. And after a while you can't do it. And if you're singing, like I am as well, everything depends on the few millimetres of vocal cords. So it's a bit of a problem because you want to go in the steam room for your voice, but you don't want to get your fingers So you can imagine me in the steam bath with his hands poking out.
Sticking out of the window.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's a lovely picture, isn't it?
Do your fingers get very calloused? Mm-hmm.
They get beyond calloused if you do it right. They're just uniformly hard, which is really good.
Mm.
Hard and pliable is the secret. And if you overdo it too much at one point, you mess it all up for weeks.
Mm.
You got to be careful of fingers.
Okay, seeing as we're getting near to the end of this Virgin Net chat, Brian, this is a question from someone, I don't have their name, but this was sent through earlier. This being your first internet chat, how do you feel about answering questions via a computer?
It's okay. It's I would prefer to be doing it directly next time. You know, I would rather be sitting there slowly and just typing. I mean, I type slowly, but it would be more personal.
Mm.
And I think probably next time we should just sit there and take it slow, and I'll just go through the things, and I would probably have more time to think.
Mm.
And it's impossible for this young lady to type what I'm saying. It's a flaw in the system. You know, they're not getting.
Yeah.
You know, we should. I mean, what you could do is have two typists taking alternate questions or something.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it needs to be sorted really. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's, you know, I'm available for doing stuff like that. You know, there will be time, I'm sure. And I like to be personally hooked up to things. It's good.
I mean, the great thing about this is that it is a one-to-one. People are actually getting to ask you.
Yeah,
the question that's been burning them up for their entire life.
It's a good theory. I worry about Queen.
Okay. Let's just pick a last one. No, that's Mark. Please ask Cherry to marry me whilst playing the wedding march from Flash. Fantastic. So we actually get.
Okay, Cherry, if you're out there, you have to marry this guy, Mark. Okay, just do it, and we'll all be happy. All right? And
it's the wedding march from Flash.
Be careful of the wedding march from Flash, because the wedding march from Flash has a bit of the death march built into it. You know, you have to be a little careful about that.
I think he actually wanted you to play the wedding march from Flash.
No, he didn't.
Would you like to play us out with something from your brand new album on Parlophone, Another World, Brian?
I'll just play you out with an A chord, because A chords are what it's all about. Are you still online? It was a little tune.
That's it.
I'm feeling rather primitive today.
Brian, thank you very much. Thanks very much for coming on to Virgin Net, and I hope everyone at home enjoyed it. And thanks, Alexa and Gavin and everyone. Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Brian. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.